Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Somehow my intro was deleted or my camera wasn't recording. I don't know which. But today we're going to do this Puzzle Mystery 2018, This Way and That. This is my paperwork that came. It's going to have 4 sections, and these are my colors here. Because remember, you got to keep your colors so that you know them, how to match up the numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to continue from now. Somehow I missed the block of the month here, which is the double wedding ring. I'm going to put that way up there so you can see it. And here's the back side so you color it in. But they did it on the front as a color challenge because it'd be hard to see those. But let's go over here to the sewing machine, and I've already got everything set up on my design board here, and I will show it to you. All right, here is the layout based on the paper. So if you look here, it shows the 5.5 by 2 inch strip at the top, and then the 3.5 by 2 inch rectangle, which is this one right here. And then I've put it in my color coordinates, like 1, 4, and 6. So this is 6, based on my sheet. So there it is, all laid out, and now we're going to put it together. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to join our 1 and 6. This is my number 1, this is my number 6. And the way to recognize it is put the flat end up there, and then the flat end on the left. So we'll sew both of these. Whoops, I need to find, well, here's my pins up here. Okay, I have a glass of water. Goodness, because my throat is dry. All right, so you want to go ahead and pin your 2 pieces together. Now don't forget there's lots of give because this is on the bias, so you want to be paying attention to that. And I'm still using the 12 universal needle. I'm using the 2.5 inch length, and I'm just doing my regular stitch. And I've just pinned it at the top and the bottom, 2 places. The next one you're going to do is you're going to put the 4 and the 1, which this is my 4, this is my 1. They go like that. We'll do both of them. I'll pin them. Now they're finished with this year's cotton cuts for this quilt here. But if you want to get on next year's, December 5th is when you get on the website to get on it. Now, this past year it was $17.50 a month for them to send these pre-cut fabrics to you. So if you're thinking about doing it next year, you can get online to Cotton Cuts on the 5th of next month. It'll be here before you know it. And go ahead and subscribe. This year I got on it too late and really didn't get the color of my choice, but these colors did turn out really pretty, so I do like them. Now we want to go ahead and iron these open before we sew them together, because we'll be sewing these sets together. All right, so you're putting, I've already pinned it, so you're putting the 6 and the 4 are opposite, and here's your ones. The ones are across from each other. The 6 and the 4 is that way, and you're doing both of them. I'm going to go ahead and chain stitch. And now remember, for all those that are just now tuning in, don't forget you're matching up your seams. Okay? And you're not pulling on it because this is on the bias. This is the part that gives. You don't want to get stretched out and distorted. And try not to go over your pins if you can help it. Especially if you have an electronic sewing machine. You could damage it, your motherboard in there. And when you first learn to sew, like I did when I was younger, I felt like my foot pedal had no control over it. I mean, I couldn't control it. It went super duper fast. It just took a lot of practice. Of course, those were a super duper older machine way back when. Now they're just a little bit, I think they're even more sensitive now than they were back then, because it took a lot of pushing on your foot on the pedal to get it to go. Today you can barely touch it. Today they're like electric typewriters versus the standards. An automatic versus a standard car. Oops, I forgot I was chain stitching that, didn't I? That's what I get for chit-chatting. Okay, let's just get up there and go with it. I feel like I'm off my, there we go. Sometimes when you get to this end down here, you need a stylus to hold these two pieces together because they don't want to get apart from each other. At least mine do. There we go. Alright, so you're going to open them up. You're going to take them over to the ironing board and you're going to iron them. So those are identical. Alright, let me do that. Alright, we're taking number 3 and we're adding it to our number 4, which is this. Now remember, to get the middle, you take your fabric, fold it in half, pinch it right here so you got a little line, marked our fabric. Yes. Cut them apart. And then we want to open them up and we want to iron them. I'll do that. So they end up looking like this. And don't forget, you are setting your seam over there when you do it. Now we're going to connect our number 1, which is our 3.5 inch square, and to our fabric that's 3.5 by 6.5. I'll get that out here. All right, so we're putting this. This is our number 1, and this to that. So we're attaching these two pieces here. Now I ironed mine while I had them pinned, but you don't want to do that if you don't have glass heads on your pins because your pins will melt onto your iron, okay? Keep that in mind. These are glass head pins that I'm using. I'm going to iron these open. Now we're going to add these two pieces here. The easy way to remember it is so that you don't accidentally do it on the other side, is that these two number ones are going to go together. Let me get them pinned. These are pinned. We're going to go ahead and sew them. Let's get these ironed open. All right, this one's finished, and we're going to set it aside. And now we're going to line up these. Now, all of these little ones here are all the same size. So these are the 2x3s, and we're going to connect them to the 3.5 inch. Here's what I did. I connected these two, and then these three, because there's one on each end. Okay? So we'll just chain stitch these. And even this first one here is the top piece, which is the 2x3. It's even too long. I'll show you here in a minute when I take it off the sewing machine. So, nobody's perfect with their cutting. And besides, when we get finished, we don't square these up or anything until we're totally finished. Just in case you're scant 1/4 inch, which is what they're asking you to do, it didn't come out quite a scant. Maybe you did a 1/4 inch and didn't worry about it. Maybe it's a little bit bigger, that's fine. Okay, so I did the same thing that I did before. I folded in half this fabric as well as the strip, and then attached it. And then we're going to sew this side. Now pin the strip to the other side and we'll repeat that process. And I already have it done over here pinned, so we're just going to go with it. Alright, now we'll flip that and iron it, and I'll go ahead and I'll piece this other section and get it done. Here it is on the design wall, So as you can see, I've got them numbered. There's D1, that's the top one. D2 is the next one down. And then E1 and E2 are the 2 strips. So there it is on the wall. And if you notice, this one with the, this one here, it's got 1, 2, 3. Well, when we did A1, I'm going to go over here to the right, that one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the same kind of process. Now I've just got them jumbled up here because I'm trying to pile them up because I need that left-hand corner for something else. So they're just all together. And I'm going to put these new ones over here with these ones on the right because I'm trying to leave that left-hand side clear. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. And the next video, I'm going to start working on the Christmas mystery quilt from Fort Worth Studios. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.